This message will be for my Scorpios out there, or Scorpio cross watcher. You can be anyone watching this video. Also, this could be reversed. If you guys are new here, what I'm going to do in this message, at least specifically, is I actually got a dream last night. I was sitting with Scorpio energy. So even if you're cross watching, you could take on Scorpio energy, or this can resonate somehow. But I was sitting specifically with Scorpio energy, just laying in my bed, meditating. Nothing was coming to me, except for I did get a message for you guys yesterday, actually. I may post that one. I even recorded it. It was very different than the dream I got last night. So I think I'm picking up on two different groups of Scorpios or cross watchers. But this one took the most importance. It was like I had an awareness that I had to get this one out first. This was the one that you guys needed. So basically what I'm going to do for those of you who are new is I'm going to talk about my dream first and explain kind of what happened in my dream, and then I'm going to pull a spiritual message from that dream and kind of see what Spirit's trying to tell us for you guys. I'm going to connect to you through my dream. And have you guys noticed how much I dream when it comes to meditating with Scorpios? It's crazy. Like, wow. I don't know. Somebody here communicates to me, a group of you communicate to me through dream state. Not songs as much, not movies as much as other signs, but it's dreams. It's more than one time that it's happened. And this one was interesting in the fact that my dream last night had to do with another living situation. One of the last messages I got for you guys, I don't think it was the last one, I think it was the one before, where I'll try to put it at the end of this video, guys, if you guys haven't seen it. But for those of you who did, I dreamt about somebody here, like a single parent. It was a woman in my dream, but it could be a man, who was basically living in a restaurant and had to be out every morning or whatever. Didn't really have anywhere to go as a single parent, was left high and dry, completely neglected and abandoned. Well, let's talk about the one I had last night. So in my dream, there was a woman who owned a home. Okay, this looked like a pretty large home, but it was very, very dark and very gloomy. Okay, the walls inside of this home were painted like this deep plum brown. Okay, and there didn't seem to be a lot of windows, especially in the halls, like, of course, but there were a lot of rooms. It was almost, it looked on the inside like like a hotel that you access from the inside instead of ones that have outside doors. You see what I'm saying? You have to like access the rooms from the inside of the hotel, but it's not a hotel. It was inside someone's home. This home was owned by a woman, although there was a male there. And he had an office. I remember being in his office at one point, and I was playing on the phone, and there was something to do with apps. But I tried to remember everything and write it down as soon as I woke up, and that one I forgot. Something's going on with the throat chakra. So anyway, this woman was renting out rooms in her home, and she had two rooms that were closest to where she resided in the residence. Okay, so where her room was, in conjunction to these other two rooms, was fairly close. Okay, but then there were other rooms down the hall, as if like an apartment would have, or again, a hotel. You walked in, I'm going to say you walked in, whoever's watching this video, seeking a room to rent. However, you know, money was tight. And because she liked you, I mean, I don't know what she had with you or for you or something, but there was something there, right? For some reason, she tells you in my dream, she says, not only do I have one room for rent, but I have two. And they happen to be very close to my room, but you know, it's almost like you worked from home, or you had some sort of hobby, or you did something where you needed your own workspace. So yes, you could only afford, in my dream, you could only afford one room. However, not all of your stuff would fit in one room. And two, it wasn't a great deal of space for you to adequately work. So I'm getting the vibe that you did something from home or online, or you did something in like music, something where you could do it at home, but you needed a workspace. So then she goes, I'll give you two for the price of one. And you were like, so for this lady, okay? Like, really, in my dream at first, initially, it was like, wow, this person, for some reason, she really likes me. It was almost like she held you in higher regard than the other residents, than the other people who were renting from her. So there were other people in the dream, as I said, they were coming in renting and everything, and I saw them pass you in the halls, and you would say hi, you know, they were your neighbors, I guess. But really, it was more so about you and this woman, and I did see the man in my dream. As time goes on, not only are you only paying for one room, but getting two, it seems that she had ulterior motives, I'll tell you that. She or he, now this could be anybody who showed up in your physical life, because this has absolutely happened to some of you. And I don't mean the actual dream, just like the one where somebody was staying in the restaurant with their child, the dream I had. This doesn't have to be actually what you've experienced. It's the idea of it, okay? So we're getting there. I know I'm long-winded, but I want to get every detail out. It's important. At one point, near the end of my dream, she asks you to go into one of your rooms, okay? Like, I don't know why. There was no weird vibes yet. Just to speak with you. So you take her in one of your rooms, and I get the impression this was the room that you slept in. The only reason is because there was a bed in it, and you seemed to sit comfortably on it. You seemed to go right to your bed. But the bed was odd, guys. You ever went to a doctor's office? You seen those, like, they look like beds, but they're really thin. You know, they're, narrow. You sit on them. It's like a doctor's table. That's what your bed looked like. It was very tall, and it looked like what you would see in a doctor's office. So anyways, you go in the room, and she closes the door behind you and locks you in there with her. Like, the door locked from the inside, as if every door does, you know, in homes and places, apartments. She locks the door, all of the locks on the inside. And she's wearing, mind you, a long sleeve orange shirt. It seemed to be somewhat like a sweater, okay? And it was very orange, like bright orange. You sit on the bed, I guess you could call it your bed, and she comes up to you as if she's about to have this conversation with you, but instead she turns around, okay? Can you picture this? She's turning around, so her back is now facing you, and her body turns the opposite way. So her arms turn backwards and her head turns backwards, and she starts, like, basically contorting or whatever her body like a demon. And she looks at you, but her head is cocked all the way up at this point and back, and her eyes are all the way up, and she's staring at you. Okay, I'm getting chills thinking about it. Makes me really sick. Anyways, and she's talking in like some sort of demonic language to you, and you realize at this point, like, I've got to get out of here. But she did not want you to get out. She had every intention of either, I don't know, possessing you, controlling you, letting you know who's really boss, something like this, okay? You then grabbed under her arms that were now bent backwards, okay? I mean, she was clearly stronger than you, but most of it was her power, her demonic presence, okay? And you were holding her arms, almost like not allowing her to touch you physically. You were stronger than her physically. At least for a minute. And you just are holding her, and her eyes, like, I'll never forget the eyes, guys, like the way her eyes did and the way she was looking at you, like completely bent over, like the Exorcist running down the stairs. I mean, like that type stuff. And you somehow like pushed her away from you, but she didn't go too far, you know, until she starts coming back at you, and you get out of the room, and then you put her in the room. The weirdest thing at this point is you locked her in there. And I don't know how you locked her in there, because the locks were on the inside of the door. But you locked her in. And I could hear her at this point. So you didn't keep running. You just ran a little ways, and you stopped in the hall. This dark plum, deep brown plum looking hallways. Like, it was very dark. The whole thing was dark. And you, at this point, you weren't scared because she was contained. But you were just staring at the door, and then her demonic voice turned into more of like animalistic, like still demonic, but very animalistic, as if there was a creature behind the door at this point. And then I woke up. And the first thing I did when I woke up is I looked at my mirror, because I cover my mirrors if I'm not using them. I cover my mirrors in my house. And so I was like, did I forget to cover my mirror? And it was still covered, and I'm like, huh, okay. So Scorpio definitely talks to me through my dreams. And perfect timing. I set the timer just for being able to get this dream out, and I spent a whole probably like 10 minutes getting the dream out. But anyway, let me take a pause right now before I get into what message I got from that for you guys. I want to thank you. You guys have been really supportive of me lately. I want to thank you for your views. So I'm going to extend this and do a longer message for you today as a bonus, because you guys gave me so many views and so much love on my last few videos. So I want to give back to you. But anyway, so I sat with it this morning after I wrote it down. I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget it. And I started to think that well, one, how many of you have experienced in your life, male or female, Scorpios or cross-watcher? If this is not you, it's completely reversed, and someone that you're dealing with or connected to you somehow has experienced this. Could be a close friend of yours, a parent of yours, a child of yours, best friends, something. Or you yourself. Where no sooner do you feel comfortable somewhere, because if you think about living somewhere, guys, that's where you go somewhere, this is your home. That's where you're supposed to feel comfortable. It doesn't mean you always do, but where you feel safe. How many times has somebody, essentially alluded to the idea that they are going to help you? They're going to be a good support system for you, that they're actually being of some type of service to you. They're genuine. Just for them to kind of turn into something that you don't even recognize. How many times has that happened to you? If you resonate with this now, then I would stay tuned, because it doesn't feel like, oh, there's anything to be scared of. I feel like there's nothing to be scared of, actually. No. I feel like you woke up from it. You woke up from it. However, the lasting effects of this has maybe been where you can't be as open with people, because what do I do now? I cover my mirrors. You can't be as open with people. Maybe you haven't really allowed yourself to be as vulnerable or as trusting of certain individuals, because you could call it trauma, but just really, anytime you've accepted any help, it really didn't turn out being help in the end. It turned out being something you had to run away from. It turned out being something that you felt trapped in, And I started to think more ways that I could apply this to you, and I was like, man, this can actually go in a million ways. Some of you may actually have felt trapped in a lease, or you may have actually felt trapped with a person in a living situation. You may have actually felt trapped in a financial situation due to something that looked good at first and kind of gave you the idea that it was going to help you, all to just kind of either trap you in the end, or try to trap you, or use something against you, possess you, and maybe actually possess you. Like, trigger warning. But I also got the idea that somebody here may have suffered something when they were younger. Do you see where I'm going with this? Where it's like, maybe someone was here watching this video may have been scared to defend themselves, scared to get help, scared to tell anyone of something, because someone exercised power over you, or instilled some type of fear in you to where you felt like, I can't get out. Because even when you were out into the hallway, it was still dark. It's like, I got out, I've escaped it, it's been several years ago, it doesn't bother me anymore, but yet it still does bother me, because it's very dark for me to even think about. It's dark for me to talk about. And then as the hours have gone on this morning, I've just been sitting with the dream, right? Because I feel like there's so many layers to it, and there's a lot more. So I looked up the orange chakra color, and this is the sacral chakra. And here's what I got. So I get, like, some of you may have even experienced some sort of sexual trauma. But if not you, somebody around you has. And this has caused a great deal of why somebody here does not let anyone in, period. And not, if it's not sexual, it could just be like where anybody who acts like they're gonna help you, but then they help you, but then you're supposed to help them in return. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's not from the genuine place. It's not like, oh, you know, I'm gonna help you, but I don't expect anything in return. It's like, no, I'll help you if you do something for me. It's always like, I don't know, or I'll help you, but I'll expect way more back from you in return, you know? And then the idea that the demon woman or whatever kept this person, you, close to her. Like, everybody else could have more space, but, you know, made it look good that, you know, and at first you're probably thinking in the dream, well, it may be good that my rooms are closer to hers because when I'm not here, she can watch and make sure nobody breaks in. You know, it's whatever. It just gave the idea of you felt more comfortable with it at first because she led you to believe, right? She or he, this could be a male or female who's done this in your life. Could be more than one person. It could be something that's happened time and time again, because why do I keep having these dreams about Scorpio where it's like you get in situations where it's supposed to help, but somebody always fucks you over? Like, why do I keep getting that? There's a lot of trauma here. And it's highly affected your ability to feel like you can trust anyone, especially romantically, but even in business, which is really fucked, because how are you going to support your family if you have a family? How are you going to support yourself even if you don't have a family? Like, that's scary. Like, every single time I feel like it just pulls the tears right out of me. All right, it's not a bad dream, it's good. We're getting to something here. You know, we need these dreams. I love dreams. You know, there was no fear in me when I woke up. I love dreams. They tell me a lot. And I told you guys, my spirit guides talk to me through dreams more than anything, aside from hearing people's thoughts. If you're looking for a way to tap into your creativity, sensuality, and sexuality, some people say to look no further than your own body, specifically the sacral chakra. It enhances creative expression, improves sexual intimacy, increases intuition. Well, that's probably why you got really strong intuition right there. Just all the times that maybe your gut told you something initially. And then there were signs, right? Like when you walked into the house in my dream, the color of the walls should have been signed. But like, we're not paying attention to that. We need somewhere to live, right? And it sounds good. They make it look really good. Ignore all the red flags and all the other signs pointing to, this is probably a dark situation. Right? And then not to mention what she was wearing, it gave the idea of fun. Someone's fun, you can trust them. Not only that, but somebody who maybe you were even attracted to, vice versa, where it's just like, or you're attracted to what they do or how they present themselves to be. It makes you feel safe. You may even feel like a part of them mirrors a side in you, but it's almost like this is like a shapeshifter, somebody who knows how to mirror something in you just to trap you. Like, is this resonating? Okay, the sacral chakra is believed to be located below the navel. Some of you may also have a lot of, I don't know if you've ever had cysts or PCOS or endometriosis or like a lot of UTIs, yeast infections, a lot of maybe STIs, or was it STI? Even sexually transmitted disease, is that what it is? Or STDs, anything, just, or more prone to like, maybe very bad period pain, or even for males, just lower stomach issues, for some even celiac disease or gluten intolerance, an intolerance to things, if not to, you know, health issues, just like an intolerance, right? I'm getting that right now, like even this just discomfort in the belly. Maybe it hasn't always been there, but as time has progressed, something's gotten worse over time. It's said to be associated with the sex organs and the kidneys, though it isn't supported by scientific research. It's also associated with the water element and portrayed as a vibrant orange color. Well, this is specific. Have any of you ever experienced a demonic, or any entity trying to you while you're sleeping? Or has anything ever happened to you by a human while you were sleeping? That's very specific. If so, I'm picking up on you. And maybe you felt, which absolutely, especially if you did not give permission for this, maybe you felt very violated because you woke up and something had happened while you were sleeping. Even, all the way, or being touched inappropriately, something, okay? Something here. And if not you, somebody around you, this has happened to them, okay? According to some traditions, the sacral chakra is located to pleasure, sexuality, and joy. Most of these claims are based on anecdotal evidence, religious texts, and ancient traditions. Let's see. These include sensuality, sexual intimacy, and giving and receiving pleasure, creativity and unstructured expression, birthing environments, things that wax and wane, and the principle of non-performance, healthy emotions, and the inner child. This is what I'm telling you. I'm picking up on somebody's inner child here, for real. And even things that have happened in adulthood, guys. Now I want to go back to the man in my dream. The man. He had an office there somewhere in that house. I don't know what his relationship was to the woman. I almost said wizard. This was a bald man. He didn't have any hair. Now, I don't know if he shaved his head or he just was like prematurely balding, but so then he shaved it as to not be embarrassed or something. I don't know. This was a man. And in an office, and for some reason, like, it was very dark in his office as well. I'm telling you, the whole dream gave me vibes of both of these people had at least a sexual attraction to you at some point. Now, listen, again, I want to reiterate, in my dreams, they don't always mean actual people, right? Like, I don't mean an actual woman you rented a room from in her home, or an actual man had an office in there. This could be anyone at any point, anywhere that you've crossed past. Just take it as it resonates, right? But it's definitely more than one person who has used you for something, but made it as if, but it was always like transactional, as if they had helped you or were going to help you, or genuinely cared about your well-being, but all in all really wanted to possess something of yours, even if it was your body, if it was your money, your talent, your everything, your freedom, your life. Trap you. The whole idea was trapping, but taking from you. Like, and it's funny that your bed was like a doctor's bed. It's like you've had to save yourself so many times, and if there's no like sexual energy to it, it's just like you can be like a very sensitive as far as to people's energy now, very keen person on people's energy now, where you can pick up on people's energy easily. And especially if you're older and you have kids of your own that are older, or however old they are, you can pick up on people around them, like dangers, things that maybe they don't even listen, but you can see it, you can sense it before then. This could be reversed too, guys, but it's like, I just want to say this in case this is completely reversed. This could be where somebody has thought this about you, that maybe you have turned into where you took things from them. But I don't really feel that. For some, though, it will be that, but the majority no. It's like I'm picking up on a specific group of Scorpios that I've been dreaming about. And y'all come in strong. I'm talking, these are some like really strong messages. So it gave me the idea of like, you woke up from every nightmare. Really. You woke up from every nightmare, and it's like you had to save your own life, and not only yours, but whoever else was connected to you that you loved. How many times have you lost so many things over the years due to having to move around? I feel like some of you have lost a lot of things from having to move around so many times. Yeah, like just randomly up and leave, or this and that, and if not you, I'm telling you, somebody around you. It's like, I can never have nothing, because I no sooner get safe somewhere, or what I think is safe. I no sooner get comfortable somewhere and think I can, even when it's supposed to be somebody who's like, you don't even meet them romantically. It's like somebody who employs you, even a boss that takes things too far, or a teacher, or what do you call that? A landlord. Like, in all ways, it's like, and like, I keep getting it for Scorpios, guys. Let me read a little bit more. I'm really proud of you, though, because you, just like the other dream, you did what you had to do, and you got out of there, and you were okay in the end. I mean, you trapped the demon. Even in the other ones, you know, you seem to get through every situation, and, you know, there are people around you who, again, I pick up on them, who do support you, but sometimes it's like, well, where are they, though? There's not many of them. Where are they, though? I mean, truly. Where are they? Well, a lot of them are, if you have kids, a lot of them are your kids. Not all of you, but a lot of them are your children, or they will be your children as they get older. You'll see they're like your little protectors, you know. Or they will be. But I don't know. If some of you, this is not for everybody, but if some of you are in a relationship with someone right now, at times, do you ever feel trapped? In the sense of like, it, you know, there's things about it that seem really good. There's things about it that are really good, you know. I mean, just like the dream, it's really good that you got to have 2 rooms to rent for the price of 1. It's good that you had extra space. It's good that, you know, there were good things, okay? But when you really think about it, is it just that maybe perhaps you feel kind of trapped by someone, that maybe it's more so what they want to do at the end of the day? You're the one compromising for everything, not to mention they're very possessive and controlling of you. Yeah. And they have somebody here has someone you have dealt with or are dealing with currently, has somebody around them, right? Because I got the man in my dream, but it could be anyone around them. They have somebody around them who like works in close proximity with them. And I say work not as in cha-ching, we go to a job, but maybe, you know, but as in they're kind of like, they got each other's back all the time. This person's just as equally demonic as the individual who you initially put your faith in. If that's the right way to say it. Shadow issues. Here we go. Let's read the shadow issues or negative qualities associated with the sacral chakra, which is the orange colored chakra. Wounded emotions, secrets. See, that's the thing. Even the first 2 words right there. Wounded emotions, 100%. Because you can't trust anybody. I mean, yeah, you can, but very few. And you've wondered at times, do you trust your own judgment? You're like, I know I'm a smart person. Not only smart, has nothing to do with smarts. I know that I'm in tune with people. And a lot of it's through your trauma, right? Your trauma raised you. But you've wondered how you've made the moves that you have. Well, it's not necessarily on you. Not really. Okay? It's not your fault if people are like influenced by entities and they can shapeshift. Okay? Like, yes, you can feel energy, but energy can shift. How often have you woke up in the morning and you feel fine, and as the day goes on, maybe even like 2 hours later, you're feeling like completely drained and shit? Maybe you went to Walmart or you went to Target, you went to the store to get groceries or something, and you come home and you feel completely different. Energy shifts all day. You can go through a million different energy shifts a day. Well, you know what I mean. Secrets, and not even your own, but secrets of places and people where it's like, okay, it's not even like even just relationship wise, guys. It's like other people. You should be able to trust these people, but it's like you can't even trust people you do business with, right? Have you ever been there? Like, do you know what I'm saying? You can't even trust your own neighbors. It's like, this is gonna sound a little crazy, but I'm just gonna say it, okay? It is what it is. Whoever's watching this video, have any of you ever seen what I would say, I don't know if you'd call them demons, maybe, but have you ever been driving somewhere? I'm just gonna act it out here. or like however you drive. You ever been driving somewhere and let's say you're just going down the road and you see a person and the person is really there. You're not like seeing something that's not there. There's an actual person standing there or walking or something. Maybe it's a homeless person or whatever. I don't know. Maybe it's just somebody walking. But either way, now there's something in my eye. And you look over at them once, totally normal. It's a person. It's a human. And then you look back over and their face looks like a demon. Like, you know what I'm saying by that, right? It's like melting down their face, or they look evil. Almost like Uncanny Valley. Y'all ever seen the Uncanny Valleys? My daughter showed me that. It's pretty creepy. It's like Uncanny Valley. Or like some sort of shapeshifter. And then, but then like the light turns green and you gotta go, or you've got to watch the road because there's cars in front of you or something. You know what I'm saying? And you look back and you're like, I could turn around, but you don't. But you know you saw what you just saw. Or you see people like in the corner of your eye walk past you. Like spirits, not people. But I'm picking up more on that where you see an actual human and their face changes. It does like a face change, but as you're passing them. Fear of judgment, getting into trouble, or being found out. See, that's the weirdest thing too. It's like this lady in the dream, right? A man or woman in your actual life, whoever this actually is. I think it's more than one person who's done it. And I think some of you need to be careful because they're in your life right now. They're in your family, some of them. You may live in the same home with them. Okay? Or you visit their home. I'm hearing frequent. Often. Or they frequent your home often. They could be with a child of yours. Okay, be careful. Could be a partner of theirs or a friend of theirs. It would be someone they're currently with or around often. Anyway, that's specific. But anyway, where am I at? Fear of judgment of getting... Yes, so a lot of times, just as in my dream, you know, she didn't want, clearly, you to know how she really was. She didn't want you to know she was really a demon. Or her true intentions were to kind of trap you in something, get you locked in something, make you realize that she was really in control, or maybe even trap something from you, keep something away from you. But like eventually people's true colors come out, just like the demon started to come out of her and she bent over. But okay, there we go. I'm getting another message. You ever had someone do something for you? Again, that storyline, somebody doing something for you and then in the end they try to want something out of you or hold it over your head. Okay, somebody ever say, but I did this for you, or I've done, after all I've done, and I've done this, or whatever, and then it's like, I've been over backwards for you, like the demon. Wow. If this is not happening to you, this is happening right now to one of your grown children. Could be a partner of theirs that holds something over their head. Maybe you don't know about this. This person enters your home. Or it's their friends. Something. This is very, very, very specific. We're going to keep going. Oh, wow. I went way over, but it's okay. I want to get... Let's see. Inability to experience emotional or sexual intimacy. Okay. Now this is finally starting to a bit tie into the message I told you I already did for you guys, and I said something told me to get this one out first. So I did a message for you guys yesterday and I got a whole lot of different messages in it. And this right here makes me think, is somebody trying to like keep someone from you? Or keep you from someone? Or keep you from your goals and dreams? Keep you like locked in a dark energy? Keep you locked in a dark environment, or keep you like stuck having to deal with them, or stuck in some sort of contract, even a spiritual contract with them, or somebody you love, trying to keep someone you love stuck in a contract of some type, so that somebody here cannot move forward, cannot have freedom, cannot have any type of, I'm hearing, privacy. You ever been on like the phone with somebody and then like their partner always has to be right there? Or like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you even know it or are aware of it. Or if this could be happening to you. or a sibling of yours or a best friend of yours. This is happening to someone here. It's almost like a handler. You ever heard of like celebrities have handlers? It's like somebody has like a type of a handler here. Wow. Nightmares, of course, nightmares. Nightmares and not remembering or understanding dreams. That's the shadow aspect of a blocked sacral chakra. Haunting. Haunted. You know what song I'm hearing right now? I think it's a song by Beyonce. I know that... Okay, hold on. I know if I'm haunting you. Oh, here we go. I got chills and not good ones. Haunting. The song is called Haunted by Beyonce. We're just going to read a little bit of the lyrics. I'm enjoying this message. I mean, I think I enjoy messages where we go deep, you know, where we get a whole lot in it. And I love dreams. I even love nightmares. I love them more sometimes. I don't take them as nightmares, you know. Look, you even got out of it. I mean, you locked the demon in the room, you know what I mean? Even the dream I had before, you got you and your child out of it. Of course, this one I didn't see any children, but okay. The winner is, oh, it starts off as, there's like a guy talking in the song. So that's hilarious. And the winner is, in my dream last night, who? Scorpio, or Crosswatcher. The beginning of the song Haunted by Beyonce starts off a man talking, I believe, and he says the winner is Beyonce Knowles, female pop vocalist. It's like when she was younger. I think it's a recording. Okay, but actually there was a winner in my dream last night, and it was you. I would like to thank the judges for picking me, my parents who I love. I love you, Houston. All right, here we go. What goes up, ghost around? What goes up, ghost around? What goes up, ghosts around? I did not even know that song said that. Some of you need to cleanse your home or stop going to somebody's house, because every time you leave, there's like an energy attachment to you. See, I can't even hold my pen. Vice versa. There's somebody here you need to, like, don't eat after them if they cook. Don't let them come into your home. Especially go to your bathroom and use your hairbrush. You know, anywhere around your hairbrushes, your toothbrushes, anywhere where your DNA is. Don't let anybody do that, okay? What the fuck? Sold not for sale. Probably won't make no money off this. Oh well. Reap what you sow. Perfection is so It's what you do. It's what you see. I know if I'm haunting you, you must be haunting me. It's where we go. It's where we'll be. I know if I'm on to you, and I'm on to you. I'm on to you. You must be on to me. My wicked tongue, where will it be? I know if I'm on to you, you must be on to me. You want me? I walk down the hallway. I'm fucking frozen. No fear. I'm just frozen. Thank you, God. You see how God just did that? In my case, it's God. Right? Not everybody believes in God, so I want to be open to that. But in my case, confirmation. What did I say I dreamt about? Somebody's trying to haunt you. Somebody's trying to control you. Somebody's trying to possess you, like literally possess you. You may even have people doing spell work. But it's not working. It's not working. It only works for so long, and they trap you in a little room, you know, and they may even try to get other areas of your life, okay? But it doesn't last for long. Anyway, you want me, I walk down the hallway. You're lucky. The bedroom's my runway. Slap me, I'm pinned to the doorway. Is somebody doing like some sex magic on you. They're trying to tell me something, but it's not coming through. We're gonna have a long ass message today. My haunted lungs, ghost in the sheets. I know if I'm haunting you, you must be haunting me. Wow. You guys ever talk to a demon? You guys ever like actually, I mean, especially your own, you know? We can have demons all day out here. People can send demons to you, they can whatever, but there's no worse demon than the one that you've had to fight in here. Okay, that's the strongest one you'll ever have to overcome, is well, the darkest aspect of you. And nobody knows that like you. But you ever had to actually confront an actual demon, and maybe like in my drinking days, there were several demons I had to face, okay? In my smoking days, I mean really in my darkest days. Yeah, especially my drinking days. That was the big one. But when you know that you're like not on the same team, you know, even if you're in darkness, doesn't mean you're on the same team. Okay? You ever had to like tell a demon to go fuck themselves? Like, this is why you should not be scared of nightmares. This is why you shouldn't be scared of demons and anyone trying to like haunt you or harm you or whatever, because for one, we know what you put out you get right back, and it's always 10 times worse. It just is, you know? I feel like somebody knows that they don't have power over you, or something that they've done to you, if not you, somebody you love, is not working anymore. Like, it's not working. It's not working. They have no actual power. And the only time that they can have power over you is when it's like you've lost your voice. You're afraid to stand up for yourself. You're afraid to speak out. You're afraid to, you know, maybe you have like a self-doubt because these things are controlling you. But it's like once you've woke up from it, like my dream, it has no more power. They're locked where they are. It doesn't stick. It will never stick. This is why you make it out, Scorpio, or Scorpio cross-watcher. I don't know what it is about you and why, or whoever's watching this video, I don't know what it is about you that people feel like everybody wants to control you or like possess you in some way, even if they have to make it look really good. Like they really love you so much and they support you so much and they've got your back so much, but it's like until you want to do what you want to do, until you won't give them what they want, whether it's sexually or not, or you don't just make decisions just that'll make them happy because they have something to say about it, you know, as long as they can control you in some aspect, or decisions that you make, where you go, who you have in your life, who you give your body to, I guess, who you give your money to, something like this, right? Then they're fine. The moment that you resist, what were you doing in my dream? You were holding her arms. The moment they're like whatever's attached to them attacks you more. And what's really weird is some of you haven't realized that it's somebody who's still in your life. I think it's somebody who's still in your life, guys. Or it's somebody who's still in the life of a person close to you. And you would see this person, see them often in the physical flesh, in person, where they can attach stronger, especially if you go to their home or they go to yours or you fucking live together. Wow. I'm gonna leave this here. What a fucking beautiful message. I love you guys so much. Thank you again for the love and support. I hope that this helped. I hope it resonated with you guys, or at least the ones of you that really needed this today. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.